Hi everyone, it's Amy Shahinsky with Fun with Stamping, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Alberta, Canada. Today I'm going to share with you some tips and tricks and the many things that this new bundle can do. It is the many messages with a stamp set and die. You do save 10% when you buy both. They're featured on page 35 of the mini catalog. And this is just one stamp that has 19 images. And then the die cut can cut them all out at once. It's fabulous. Let's get started. So here we have my stamp set already on my Stamparatus, and this tool really works best with the stamp set. So when you're stamping it, and let's just say you miss the Y or the S is halfway stamped, you can go ahead and re-ink it up and hinge it down, and it'll be in the perfect spot, and you don't ruin paper and have to redo another one. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open this up, and I have chosen Misty Moonlight ink, and I'm gonna ink up the whole image. And you wanna make sure that you obviously get it all, but again, if you do miss something, or you haven't pressed hard enough, we're just gonna hinge it back down and stamp it again. The paper that I'm using is just Whisper White, and I have cut it to measure 6.5 by 5.5, and that for me works best where I don't waste too much paper, and then I also don't lose any of my images. So I put my magnets on to hold that down, and we're gonna hinge it over. Now when you're stamping, pressing down, make sure that you press firmly on all areas, hitting that middle. That's where people tend to forget, and push and push. And then we're gonna open it up and pray for the best. And here we go, take a look. I'm missing some in here. I might add a little ink, but that's okay. I must have missed this edge. And here we go. And there we go. So all we're gonna do now is we're gonna lay on the die cut on top and pass it through the Stampin' Cut Emboss machine, which I've already done. So when you're gonna line this up, I line up the little hearts and the stars. And then that way all the expressions fit inside their little tag. I also added a little washi tape to hold it down, just for ease of it not slipping as it goes through. But when you're done, you can punch out and have 19 expressions to go on your cards. Now, there's some detail on these. I don't know if you can see it that well. Like this one has some lovely stitched edging all the way around it. Here we have a scallop circle all the way around there. And on this one, it's like it's debossed around the edges to kind of give it a little wow on your card. So again, 19 expressions, all from one pass through the Big Shot. Now you're going, now what do I do with all of them? Because you obviously don't need all 19 at once, but it's kind of nice to have them. So for me, I store them in, my husband gave me one of his fishing tackle boxes. Now, this is how I'm gonna do mine. I would love to hear how you store yours, but for me, this is gonna work. I've got all my thank yous together, my birthdays together, all the expressions right at my fingertip, but there's more that you can do with this. You can cut a template like this, and let's say I'm gonna grab a stamp set. I don't know which one I'm grabbing. Here we go. Prize Peony. And I'm like, say, well, I would really like to put that on one. Well, let's see which one fits. This one. So then I would just cut this out and I could stamp that one right in there. So again, now you have 19 dies for all your other stamp sets. But you could do more. You could cut out just a plain blue one. Now this one comes from this one right here. And then you can layer it underneath one of the ovals. And then you have another way to use this die cut. So then I also have some other punches, like this is the Taylor tag. I love this punch. So I layered it underneath the Hooray It's Your Birthday, just to add a little more dimension to your card. And then this one, I forget the name of that one, but then I put that under the Be Strong, Be Brave. You've got this. So you can layer it with some of your other punches you have in your supply, as well as just layer them on top of each other, just like that. So I made a couple cards showing this stamp set and what I did with it. This first one is using 3 of the expressions. Now this card is cased right from the catalog. I just changed the colors up a bit, but it's the exact same layout. So just wanted to say, hooray, it's your birthday, sending a little smile your way. So it uses 3 of them on one card, super cute. And then I thought, well, maybe you just want to use the stamp set all by itself as a stamp. So on this one, I stamped in Versamark on the crumb cake to get the whole background. And then I covered up the expression, I think it was a sympathy one, and I took one of the the expressions and used it as an element on my card. So if you can see that, the Versamark is very faint, but it uses the whole stamp set as a background image. So that's several ways that you can use this amazing new bundle, Many Messages, with the matching die. Again, page 35 of the mini catalog. And once you guys get this, I'd love to hear how you're going to store these, because I got to sort these now. I have tried this technique quite a bit, so I have a lot of colors. But again, they're going to be handy to have. So let me know how you like this. And if you have any other questions, please reach out. I'd love to help. Have a great day. Thanks, ladies.